Please be seated. Now I ask you to turn your attention to the video screens in the arena for a special presentation titled Celebrating Iowa.
I knew that I was going to come to Iowa the day that I toured campus.
It felt like, all right, this is where I'm supposed to be.
I was looking at all the different buildings and the manicured lawns and thought, oh, this is like college. I can be a student, I can experiment, I can try, I can fail, and I can also eat dining hall food.
Being here in Iowa City, there were so many things going on. It was such a vibrant academic and intellectual, but also creative community.
The people are what makes this place so special to me.
And it feels like you're always surrounded kind of by family.
I've never even been into sports. I learned just how awesome it is to be in that community of we are all students here right now cheering on this one thing.
Every time I wear a Hawkeye shirt, I always hear somebody yell, "Go Hawks," at me, so I know that that's going to follow me wherever I go.
Coolest thing about being a Hawkeye is that it doesn't mean one thing.
I want to be a visual storyteller and a filmmaker. What's been given to me here can really help me with that.
Being a sorority president, they gave me a lot of leadership experience, and I want to use that skill to impact other people.
Valuing the people that you work with is the most important thing, and that's definitely the lesson that I'm going to take away.
From COVID and everything that happened, I was stripped down to the essentials of leaning on my people and learning how to allow people to help me.
Coming from a first-generation student, being resilient meant staying through college, pushing myself to be the best that I can be.
Not being able to see my family, that was really tough in a way that I probably still haven't completely processed.
Those hard days were some of the days that made me.
I'm thankful for the peers as well as the mentors that I've had who have allowed me to be resilient.
I would love to thank my mom, my dad, obviously.
I have a lot of people to thank here. It starts with professors and the students that I've met.
I would like to thank the UI Reach program, my grandparents. I like to thank them.
My two brothers, Peyton and Maddox, for their endless support.
My roommates, Alyssa and Leah, shout out to you guys.
Thank you to my beautiful fiance and soon-to-be wife, Renee.
Thank you to my friends for making all of this worth it.
Graduates and guests, will you please rise if you are able for the academic procession? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the College of Public Health, and University College have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. I would like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the brass quintet. On horn, Keely Cruz. On trombone, Jonathan Allen. On tuba, John Manning. On trumpets, Michael Gauss and Kevin Sells. Today's proceedings will be interpreted by Hands Up Communications. I would first like to introduce Christian Frankel of Ames, Iowa. Christian has earned degrees in music, political science, and ethics and public policy. He is the drum major for the Hawkeye Marching Band and is a member of this class of 2023. He will open our ceremony by performing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Christian. May I now introduce Professor of Social Work and Dean and UI Alumni Association Dean's Chair in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Sarah Sanders.
Graduates, you can be seated. So good morning, everyone. Okay, so I have a small rule for graduation. We are here to have a great time and celebrate these amazing students. So let's give that one more try. Good morning. As I teased the students before, as I walked around the room, I said, if we don't have fun, I'm going to make this thing 6 hours. So our goal, and I'm watching you guys, is to have a good time. So on behalf of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, congratulations to the class of 2023. So today marks a milestone, a time of reflection, a transition as you enter into a new era. You are closing, students, one chapter, and you're opening another one. I'm a big believer in reflection, taking time during moments of transition to think about where were you, where you are now, and then most importantly, where are you going later? So graduates, I am guessing that many of you woke up today with a lot of different emotions as you reflected on getting ready for graduation. So I am guessing, and I'm going to eyeball those of you who I think I'm on. I think some of you woke up and you thought, I am so done with school and I'm never taking another final, okay? I'm guessing some of you woke up and thought, this is the day that my mom and dad never believed would happen. I'm guessing some of you woke up with a sense of excitement because you have just gotten your dream job, you just got into a grad program you wanted, and that you're ready to take life and move forward quickly. But I'm guessing some of you also woke up with a little bit of fear and anxiety because it's the official, what's next? What's next? What am I gonna do? Parents, friends, family, relatives, I'm guessing that many of you woke up and reflected also. Last May, I had the chance right here in Carver to graduate my own daughter. I was telling some moms about this. As I woke up and I did my every morning walk, I found myself getting quite emotional as I listened to the Taylor Swift song, Never Grow Up, realizing that my daughter had done just that. She had grown up. So I'm guessing some of you woke up today remembering a lot of firsts. First day of preschool, first day of kindergarten, maybe the first day that you really embraced the fact my child's going to be going to college, maybe the day that you dropped them off at college saying, thank God they are now in college, right? A range of emotions. These reflection points are really important as we go through our ceremony because I think it grounds us in the importance of the day. I think it grounds us in where we want to see our loved ones move, and it allows us to be present with each other. And so pay attention. Think about where you're at. Think about what today means to you. So graduates, one of the life lessons I have learned is that none of us accomplish greatness on our own. I certainly know for me, if it was not for a whole lot of people throughout my life who helped build me up, prop me up, support me, I never would have been standing right here today. This was not what I ever imagined in my future, but other people saw greatness in me. I think that we lack in society the ability to show gratitude, the ability to authentically thank people for helping us get to where we are. So as we sit in Carver, we are literally surrounded by those people who ensured you could make it to here today, those people who are your support systems. So graduates, please stand. What I want each of you to do is I want you to find your people. Okay? This is find your people. And join me in showing gratitude towards them for getting you here. Okay. So students, you may be seated. Friends, families, I actually told some of the students that today is really about you, so we'll keep it focused on you too. So I would like to introduce the amazing people who are behind me at the panel. As I say your name, please stand. Robert Cargill, Hornsby Associate Professor in Classics and Associate Professor in Biblical Studies. Chris Cheatham, Associate Dean for the Natural, Mathematical, and Social Sciences in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Professor, Chemistry. Mariola Espinoza, Associate Professor, History. Melissa Phoebos, Class Marshal, Professor, English. Lauren Glass, Professor, English. Motier Haskins, Associate Professor of Instruction, Social Work. Eric Hunter, Harold B. and Harold S. Brady Chair in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Professor of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Brandy Jansen, Clinical Associate Professor and Director of Undergraduate Programs, College of Public Health. Ryan Kinzer, Associate Professor, Mathematics. Elizabeth Kleinman, Associate Professor of Instruction, Computer Science. Emily Morel-Dostrel, Associate Professor, French and Italian. Christy Nobbin-Warren, Associate Vice President for Research, Figge Chair in Catholic Studies, Professor of Religious Studies and Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies. Cornelia Lang, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education, Professor, Physics and Astronomy. Bennett Sims, Assistant Professor, English. Tina Tootle, Professor, Biology. Michael Winkler, Lecturer, Health and Human Physiology. And finally, please join me in welcoming the 22nd President of the University of Iowa, Professor of Communication, Barb Wilson. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, David Roth of Peosta, Iowa. David is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science and a Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics, with university honors and highest distinction. During his time at Iowa, he founded the Actuarial Tutoring Lab, TA'd for Honors Outreach Ambassadors, competed in the math competitions, as well as in pickleball. David, please come forward. You're going to be awesome.
Can we move up a little bit?
Here you go.
No walk-up song? All right. Hi, I'm David, and the best thing that has ever happened to me was getting employed at Casey's, a local gas station in my hometown in rural Iowa. And I never imagined I would be saying that, especially given how it started, because on my very first day behind the register, a man approached me and tossed some stuff on the counter, as customers are known to do. But as I checked out his items, I froze. Anxiety took over. I didn't greet him. I avoided eye contact. And at the end of it, all I mumbled to say was a meek little, "Have a good one." And he rightly told me words that have stuck with me to this day. He told me, "You can treat us like people, you know." Yeah, that one stung, but the worst part is that he was completely right. I've always struggled with social anxiety, and to that man, I was robotic and borderline rude, and he rightly called me out. Everyone in line behind him saw my red, flustered face, and I went home, cried a lot, and woke up the next morning just dreading work. But I knew that morning that I faced a big decision: flee or grow. And at Iowa, we've all faced choices like this where we have to step back or step up. From hesitating to ask a question in a crowded lecture to tackling tough conversations with friends, we've all been there. And my situation at Casey's was no different. But in that moment, I dug in my heels and chose to grow. Big time. I read books about social interactions. I studied dialogue trees. I literally reviewed film with my coworkers. I would ask them, "Hey, did that "have a good one" sound authentic?" and get feedback. All right? I was down horrendous, and it was a grind. But fortunately, I ever so slowly got better. Fortunately, and eventually, every pizza made and every "have a good one" uttered transformed from a phobia into an opportunity to connect with somebody and make their day a little bit brighter. And thus, I underwent the greatest personal transformation of my life, and look at me now. And notice that story's outcome hinged on a choice, and that tough, crucial choice was to embrace growth in the face of fear. This is what I call blooming where you're planted. And throughout our Iowa journey, we've all encountered these difficult, defining decisions. For me, a recent big one was deciding between returning to a comfortable internship in Iowa versus heading down to Santiago, Chile for a research program despite only speaking English. And after much deliberation and thought, I said, all right, I'll send it, and I went to Chile. Now, did I learn the language? Well, as they say in Spanish, no. But my new surroundings and how I reacted to them taught me more about myself than any language ever could. And thus I bloomed. And it's been these tough, growth-driven choices that have defined our experience here at Iowa and will continue to for the rest of our lives. So now as we stand here about to graduate, we're all about to be transplanted to some degree. Some of us will venture across the country, some across the globe, and others will stay right here within Iowa. And just like at Casey's, we all have a choice. We can let our new environments shape us, or we can shape them ourselves. Our experiences are far more than the mere happenings of life. They are the canvas on which we can paint our responses, our resilience, and our resolve. And as we embark on diverse paths, each of us carries the brush to paint our future. So as you step into the world, ask yourself, how will I bloom where I'm planted? Class of 2023, genuinely, congrats on everything you've accomplished. It's been a long climb, but we made it here, baby. So thank you all, and of course, have a good one.
All right, can we give David just one more round of applause? That was amazing. David, when you give a speech like that and you have the faculty behind you saying things like, yes, yes, I agree, you know you hit a home run. Great job. So now we have come to the time for the conferral of the degrees, and I invite President Wilson to please come forward. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science degrees please rise? President Wilson, these worthy and approved candidates, having completed all of the requirements for degrees as listed in the commencement program, are recommended to you for the conferring of these degrees by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, the College of Public Health, and the University College.
Thank you, Dean Sanders. On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, University College, and the College of Public Health, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree of Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science, as qualified and designated. Congratulations.
Graduates, it is now time for the turning of the tassel. Before we recognize each one of you individually, I ask to mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa by moving your tassel on your cap from the right to the left side. Congratulations, alumni of the University of Iowa. Will the graduates please be seated? We have now come to the part of the program where we individually recognize each graduate. We are proud of every student who has met the demanding requirements that are set forth for the attainment of degrees. We have many students who are also graduating with distinction and honors. Will those students please rise? Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated. Today's graduates will be presented by Cornelia Lang, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education. Will the marshals please bring the graduates forward?
Christian Robert Frankel. Great job. David John Roth. Micah Culpepper. Angela Tsai. Anna Brown. Ethan Corter. Ian Court Terry. Hayade Tapia. Leslie Tapia with high distinction. Itzel Rodriguez. Brazier Whitehurst Noun Harder. Bryce Maddox. Brandon Minutello. Divine Mukisa. Sophia Elise Schoolin, honors in political science and with university honors. Tasneem Ahmed Abdallah. Gwendolyn Courier. Sarah Beck. Yeah, okay. Ray Albert Berman Jolton. Taja Jolyn Clayton. Sydney Noel Becker. Volta Adovar. Lauren Brady. Claire Edmondson. Caitlin Dwyer with highest distinction. Sophia Grace Young. Ella Marie Winnicky. Caitlin Nicole Ward with honors in psychology and with highest distinction. Maggie Rowe. Samuel Scott Fouts with highest distinction. Isabel Hansen. Amelia Hughes. Amanda Campbell. Catherine Ann Shenderovsky. DeAndre Stapleton Jr. Max Bernhardt Lemke with highest distinction. Nicole Yanjun Gilbert, honors in history with university honors and with highest distinction. Megan Biondi. Sarah Elizabeth Dickens with university honors. Anastasia Siposky Smith. Haley Jean Chappell. Jessica Alexander. Alex Economos. Nathan Todd Cox. Ian Joseph Countryman. Maricela Garcia. Joshua Springer Yanatoni. Alana Korputz. William McPherson. Benjamin Wilson. Mallory Grace Wilson. Rebecca Maxine Yarvis with University Honors. Adanano Smilovich. Thank you. Nathan Thomas Schemmel. Cody Wixom. Ethan Cole Borchard with highest distinction. Madeline Claire Arnold. Jacqueline Gomez. Paula Balestrini Altmeyer with honors in anthropology. Riley Jean Beard. Blake Robert Davins. Faith Cavalier with University Honors and with highest distinction. Abens Altidor. Brendan Scott Egley. Desiree Lang, honors in ancient civilization. Marcos Miguel Cervantes. Nathaniel Peter Weichel. Belle Pohl. Kathleen Zabailut with high distinction. Elise Gabor. Carlene Kiesling. Claudia Brooke Bookham. Zoe Catherine Wick. Carter Andrew Wells. Emma Dawn Utley. Taylor Terrell. Isabel Trumper. Luke Burlage. Mohammed Sultan Ali. Kimberly Lee. Brianna Michelle Brown with distinction. Carson Lee Heckman with University Honors. Kaylee Rose Beebe. Isabel Anya Cesare. Abigail Michelle Hawken. Grace Elizabeth Champagne. Alexis Carfrey with honors in political science, with University Honors, and with high distinction. Kaylee Becker. Catalina Marie Moody. Tayson Roberts. Nyla Perry. Stella K. Dio with honors in art. June K. Dio, also with honors in art. Ella Skaggs. Stephen Deonte Berry. Devin Thomas with high distinction. Molly McKinsey Tigeret. Edwin Giovanni Vajardars. Okay, thank you. Congratulations. Justine Gabrielle Beuman with high distinction. Michaela Bosch. Tanner Wayne Eilts. Isaiah Lee Cheville. Felicia Olide Adiniran Ogunsoyu. Cade Canyon Ikers. Ethan Brander. Tristan Douglas Deserano. Marcus Russell Angsler. Gabrieline Dennis. Mason Lane Richmond. Kelly Michael Ox. Riley Adriana Sellergren. Matthew Scott Tillich. Keaton Leon Shanefield. Ethan Hale Sample. Nora Catherine Wallman. Lauren Judith Willits. Aubrey Ann Walters. Caitlin Ann Mitchell. Gretchen Violet Stock. Jordan Joanne Akers. Justine Louise Borgman. Riley DeSandro. Mary Jeanette Dumahad. Noah Martin Bierke. Elise Bonds. Donald Dewey. Emily Catherine Koppel. Haley Catherine Navrat. Sydney Reese Conrad. Olivia May Allen. Caden David Larson. Zachary Vincent Campbell. Hannah Rasick. Colleen Elizabeth Garden. Jacob Charles Vinsel. Carrie Lee Schreck. Isabella Grace Trevitt. Catherine Rose Yoder. Ruby Sanchez. Kathleen Jo Eganhouse. Samantha Denai, with distinction. Madeline O'Neill. Stephanie Cook. Elijah Patrick Walter. Darren Dahmeyer. Cole Breitbach. Jeffrey George Anderson. Timothy Sean Anson. Faith Surface with University Honors. Okay. Cameron John LePage with Honors in History with University Honors and with highest distinction. Ali Nasir. Isaac Thomas Phillips. Joshua Daniel Gillette. Aiden Alexander Warren. Riley Chavonnet. Jackson Tupper. Caitlin Joy Alvaro Valencia. Lal Rin Zuali. Athena Sheridan. Dallas Oral Schaefer. Jordan Michaela Hinker. Rebecca Jo Cunningham. Benjamin Burham. Carter Dean Benson. Maria Dilmitrova. Joseph Aiden Burgess. Jeffrey Scott Abram. Kareen Tamim Shoke. Brandon Kyle Bulow. Okay. Youngsu Grace Kim. Donovan Matthew Deeney. Jaden Alice Rogers. Avery Martinson. Isaac William Wiedemann. Leslie Abigail Trujillo. Emily Tillander. Katerina Shinbori. Devin Isaac Nolte. Grace Vorensand. Stephanie Lind Schmidt. Halima Diane Zigar. Abby Iwaninski. Keaton Kane. Jade Calkins. Abigail Irene Turnbull. Bo Blackdeer. Bella Lauren Anderson. Isabel Gail Cushman. Lindsay Hannah Carberry. Trinity Jade Christie. Grace Clark. Andrew Robert Snedigar. Grace Burke with honors in art and with distinction. Cameron Sue King Gilchrist. Jack Temmie. Joseph Robert Zadarsky. Abigail Widmer Voss. Samantha Elizabeth Triplett. Anna Watts with distinction. Kendra Opoka Brainya. Isabel Willie. Tien Tron. Sarah Elizabeth Delavobi. Kathleen Cabana. Campbell Denbeston. Heidi Alana Dracy. Sydney Cheney. Ada Faye Duncan. Allison Karina Chalky. Amelia Grace May Dooley. Salome Mamie Daniel. Amalia Elizabeth Sandoval. Hannah Baker. Will Anthony Whitehead. Carter David Shockey. Macy Elizabeth Enneking. Jalen Rukel Mosley. Megan Laser. Thea Marie Clennon. Hannah Elizabeth Jovanovich. Emily Smith. Madison Seeley. Madison Ross. Erica Zerke. Cassandra Page Kochfair. McKenna Geek, with distinction. Jameson Lynn Feldman. Claire Elizabeth Enyart, with distinction. Jasmine Pitt Sunasan. Melissa Ann Wilson. Peyton Noel Wubin. Alexandra Siskovic. Grace Tovar, with high distinction. Layla Arnott. Robert Francis Thompson. Josh Seaman. Eliza Wagi, with highest distinction. Check out the shoes. Ronan Santiago. Abe Usad. Tyler Stallman. Robert John Weger, with university honors and with high distinction. Alexa Lee Zaruba. Victoria Sheehy, with honors in art. Abigail Jean Anderson, with university honors and with high distinction. Olivia Sophie Johnson, with honors in human physiology, with university honors and with distinction. Kara Joy Hewer, with university honors. Madeline Grace Johnson. Elizabeth Illa Foster. Kobe James Heinen, with honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Nathan Joel Clack, with honors in biochemistry and molecular biology, with university honors and with highest distinction. Yifeng Li. Beatrice Martin Palermo. James William Ratliff. Melissa Carrillo Alonso. Mariah Lee Hillason. Taylor Breon Ryder. Kate Elizabeth Miles. Alexis Nicole Yoder. Farah Al-Abdul Razak. Sarah Jean Miller. Joanna Christine Moody. Tristan Lindsay. Connor Linzer with university honors and with high distinction. Jacob Howarth. Jessica Ann Hambrick with university honors. Elizabeth Christine Hernandez with highest distinction. Morgan Flowers. Jermari Harris. Sebastian Romario Castro. Noah Graham Billingsley. Safa Kadora. Grace Sandrock. Allie Benton Reese. Allison Jolene Vu. Spencer Roche. Emily Morrison. Jenna Lee McGuire. Eddie Morales. Maya Martinez. Halia? Yeah. Halia? Okay. Halia Maurer. Alexis Catherine Pasno with university honors. Marilyn K. Makovic. Haley Marks. Molly Elizabeth Fassbender. Sophie Hansen Finken. Priscilla Ashley Fuchs. Alejandra Garcia Ramos. Riley Leanne Johnson. Grace Scrub. Deanna Griseld Sagastidaho. Cameron Michael Kuhn. Dalton Joseph Elwood with university honors. Kohi Wynn. Justin Gibbs. Maeve Rice. Amanda Grace Milder. Michael Thomas Rackham. Jill Catherine Wanike. Tahir McCall. Kyle Tristan Ortega. Paula Teres Montemayor. Nicholas William Merhabile. Brendan Justin Paper. Allison Grace Rux. Jacob Thomas Flint. Abigail Jane Geringer with distinction. Mallory Lynn Kindred. Sarah Patricia Goslink. Olivia Lee Hasselman. Madeline K. Fontana. Olivia Jewell with highest distinction. Grace Louise Hayes. Matthew John Lichtai. Darcy Lee Henkins. Lauren Ashley Lettington. Zachary Allen Peterson. Zachary Norman Ash. Samuel Rocket Knoll. Cheyenne Nelson. Jacob Olson. Anna Riley. Madeline Grace Moody. Elizabeth Mary Parmalee. Declan Edward Ruan. Anna Johnston. Ollie Graham Johnson. Kira Morgner Howells. Brooke Christine Goy. Cullen Christopher Jefferson. Quentin Miles Lyons. Zachary Dennis Green. Reese Bryant Nepper. Alec James Nepper with distinction. Quentin Joseph Cooper. Wade Whiteside. Bailey Morse. Aria Davis with honors in music. Grace Emily Bergstrom with distinction. Calvin Neal. Lillian Elizabeth Polson. Annalyn Ruth Polson. Jessica Parrott. Hannah Tess Rabinowitz. Julia Marie Neitzer. Olivia Emily Hopkins. Nancy Heron. Joshua Cole Loving. Noella Kabata Kabula. Joshua Kirby Hart. Parker A. Feldman. Brett Gibson. Jordan Nicole Flies. Olivia May Goodyear with honors in speech and hearing science. Michael Pitton. Chase Patterson. Brooke McQuinn. Anna Lee Millard. Nicholas Frank McCary. Madeline McDonald. Grant William Otting. Riley Marie Nettleton. Maddie Meek. Tasia Higgins. Kyle Alexander Mizuko. Alex Lee Glasscock. Parker Lee Johnson. Mitchell Ray Grossclod. Deborah Kavira. Fong Huang. Steve Cam Lowe. Ashley Elizabeth Grapp. Kara Mae Flanagan. Jada Marie Lindsay. Daniel Molnar with highest distinction. Frances Elaine Newman. Haley Marie Matthews. Christian Anthony Paloma. Erin Christine Ng with distinction. Joshua Adam Nordhaus. Claire Denise Sullivan. Madison Kaylee Quinn. Kyan J. Martinson. Chloe May Rolling. Faith Rafferty. Israel Ariel Hoffman with honors in art. If you can get me another one. Yeah. Julian Elizabeth Hansen. Victoria Ann Cooper. Tara Krall. Camber Lynn Ostwinkle. Jalen Hochschild. Peter Lynn. Great. Ali Keaty. Pilar Guadarrama. Jeffrey Thomas Groh. Delaney Laura Rozak. Savannah K. Rupp. Madison Sage McMurrin. Michael Rutledge. Emma Luann Menke. Zoe Grace Olson. Callahan Murphy Morton with honors in psychology. Sydney Elizabeth Metzger. Dana Marie Oyen. Trenton Jeffrey Mack. Dominic Anthony Maniscalco. Aubrey Elizabeth Kula. Trevor Ronald Larkin with honors in chemistry. Jacob Michael Leitz. Nolan James Hansen. Isaac Ryan Guerra with honors in art. Zachary Brian Pluff. Luis Adrian Velez. Kea Lifto. Kenzie Elizabeth Klatt. Oh, yeah. Oksana Hirchak with university honors. Soli Yona Germano. Nathan James McCutcheon. Hector Ortega Figueroa. Marco Antonio Osugaro with honors in international relations and with highest distinction. Lena Cationa Russell. Lainey Ann Ford. Britton Stark. Noah John Lee. Hugo Niciel Flores. Nathan Morse. Holden Xavier Hudson. Michael Patrick Reardon. Charlie Machem. Axel Anthony Janasek. Brenda Tody. Brigid Smith. Tess Kennedy with distinction. Last one. Olivia Harrison. Is that it? Yeah.
Can we please give a round of applause for the 2023 class of the University of Iowa? So all of the families, guests, friends, will you please stand? You are the unsung heroes and heroines of the today. With your support, you have played a critical role in ensuring the success of all of these graduates of the University of Iowa. We salute your commitment, and we would like you to join us in once again telling the graduates, congratulations. Thank you all so much. That's always the moment, I will not lie, I get a little choked up because of the pride that everyone has for all of you. It's just, you can feel it. So we've come to our final lesson. As now alumni of the University of Iowa, we hope that you can lean in to what you learned during this journey. Our goals were to help equip you with critical analysis skills, problem-solving skills, skills related to tolerance, acceptance, skills that were related to how do we communicate, how do we engage in conflict resolution. Our goals were to help you grow by giving you positive feedback at times, but also feedback that was hard to take. As you go out in life, there's going to be ups and downs. Some days you're going to come home and you're going to feel like you're on the top of the world, and other days you're going to come home and you're going to feel like you are absolutely at the bottom of the world, as we heard from our student speaker. What I want you all to know as you leave the University of Iowa is that each one of you are enough just the way that you are, and that you have been equipped with the skills to be successful and to be the leaders that we need in the future. So once again, congratulations. So, in closing, there is a wonderful universal language of Hawkeyes. You can be in Singapore, you can be at the beach, you can be on the streets of New York, but you see that tiger hawk. You learned from day one the universal language of Go Hawks. So as alumni, please join us in your first Go Hawks as a graduate. 1, 2, 3. Go Hawks! Congratulations. I would like to ask Professor Phoebos to please come forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated for the recession of the platform party. Congratulations. Will our new alumni please join your friends and families on the concourse level? These proceedings are now adjourned.